Therefore, kumisanga right there by Pst Tiko. Niko isaya leso mlivokusanga.
No, I was actually contemplating on Paul's desire that I may know him.
Oh yeah.
And the power of his resurrection,
exactly.
The fellowship of his suffering. So I'm thinking, this man, he knew God so much.
And yet you wanted him even more.
Yes. So I realized that you get the songwriter says, the more I seek you, the more I find you.
Yes, you can't have him enough.
Yes. You know, there's a way, it's actually ironic that the same God that satisfies you
yes.
has a way of footing. In a certain sense, exactly. You feel like you still yearn for him.
You still need much more of him.
So that was the concept I had, and I just felt like none of us should come to a place of contentment. I found God, I know God, and it's enough. We need to keep yearning for him and desiring him.
One man told me God is like an elephant.
Okay.
You know, if you've paid so much attention to the leg, you'd think, you know, God is like a tree.
Okay.
You go to the, you know, you call it task. You'd think he's maybe like a whatever. You'd say it's like a tent. You'd say it's like a hill. So you keep exploring God.
Okay. I thought it's in terms of the meat, because I'm told even the meat tastes different.
I hear so
so there's a part that tastes like chicken, the other one like beef. So yeah, generally maybe that's it. You know, we
I would love the part that tastes like chicken, not.
I guess that's why each one of us can only describe God according to the way we experience
exactly
it.
The point.
So you can't really say, no, Africa is just like this.
That's exactly what Job is saying.
Exactly.
All this time I've been hearing by the hearsay, but now I've walked with you. I know you personally.
Exactly.
Right. So tell me, Pst Tiko, this song gave you so much, you know, market in Zambia. And there was a profess that came along with it, saying you go places.
Yes.
Run me through, where have you been? Where's this song taken you?
I have been to, especially in Zambia.
Okay.
I did travel here and there. But the song, when we went to the States, there's one man that bought a CD.
You went there for ministry?
I went for ministry with my husband. He was invited. But wherever he has gone, I've gone with him. I've not just been around Zambia. I've been to Namibia, I've been to Botswana, I've been to South Africa, I've been to Tanzania, I've been to the States.
As Tiko?
Not only as Tiko.
Okay.
And this is where I really appreciate my God and my being married to Prophet Ken, because the companionship has opened platforms where I wasn't really invited, but because I went as his wife, who's the artist, immediately they heard me sing. Most of the times when my husband goes with me, I am not going to go as a wife that is going to sit. I go as a wife who's going to partner with him in ministry. So every time I do minister, people would be like, we want your CD. So that's a good opportunity that I've had, and it's actually been more awesome than just doing a concert. I realized most of my friends would get locked up waiting for a concert to come up. But for me, I've had bigger doors, better doors, more doors by just being in a church service.
Now, did you have a manager?
I did at one time. The same producer, Bezario, did manage me up to Eben Evankondo.
What happened?
What happened was because he had to go into filming. So he felt it was too much for him to do videos.
And later on, you never felt the need for another manager?
I did. I actually had another one called Mr. Maliseni, whom after some time, I think we realized he was busy doing other things, and I equally became extremely busy with apostleship because we're planting churches. So the apostolic work, I think, became a bit tricky for me to just sit and stay and do music only. So I think that really gave me a hitch.
But now me
and I'm not saying it was healthy at all.
Okay, exactly, that's where I was going. Now tell me, because after Chikangabwe, you went like quiet.
Actually, I did go quiet, though not totally. I was in touch. The only problem is that maybe I didn't have a very enthusiastic manager and one that would go way out for me, because Bezario had a certain touch. He would connect me and the like. So maybe that's the thing that gave me a serious hitch between Chikangabwe and where I am right now. I have a lot of people that I meet and they're like, Chikangabwe, that's the only thing that you do. You know? But I did do Eben Evankondo, which was playing on Christian Voice and a few other radios. But of course, because I wasn't living in Lusaka, I had no idea of the other radio stations that were around. I had to depend on somebody in Lusaka to tell me this is the way to go. And then we did Sinile Sewa, which was the third album. But on this album, for some reason, I felt like I needed to work harder. Though that push has not just come from me, it actually has come from people that are surrounding my life, who have been with me, have worked with me for some time.
Now let me find out this from you. Obviously, after that silence, you have realized that there is actually need for you to step up again and be like every person's face. People should get to be blessed by your ministry. What are you doing different from what you were doing?
Well, I take advantage of the fact that I'm quite versatile. I'm not just locked in one genre. So you look at the time, and I thought I should be relevant to society. So I try and look at the different genres that I can try and do, and I tried to bring them in right now in the fourth album. But apart from that, the social media that's happening, there are other people that are helping me to manage it. Because sometimes I get crazily busy, and I can't sit and just continue to reply to texts and all. So there's a team of people that I'm working with. There's Louis, there's Mr. H, who's happy that my producer is also doing quite a tremendous job. So Louis is King Louis, he calls himself. He's doing some marketing and trending, for me, just to keep up the pace. So I believe in moving with the time. So that has been my strength. But because of the team that's pushing me, I have no choice but to run. And
so far in your musical career, tell me, who have you worked with in terms of the gospel artists?
Well, not necessarily on my albums, but
you featuring
generally, no. Just in some concerts. I used to do a lot of concerts.
Don't you see the need to?
Yes, I was going to get there. Actually, from the third album, Sinile Sewa, I just didn't have an opportunity of calling all of them that I really wanted to work with that time. But I did manage to get hold of Papa Bruno, who's a good friend of mine.
I see.
And then in Chikangabwe itself, the male voice in Chikangabwe is my brother-in-law. He's a very good artist. His name is Pastor Sam Lalakunda. He's a very, very good singer. And I think you should have him too. But anyway, so I worked with him in that one. But in this current album, the fourth album, I strongly felt I needed to expand a bit more. So I wanted to work with 3 artists, but I couldn't get hold of the third one. But I did manage to get hold of Ephraim, of course, and Christine.
Christine as well.
Christine in the title track. So I do hope to do a whole lot better, because I've received a lot of rebukes, and I think I've got enough, and I now have an encyclopedia.
Probably looking at your age, you may seem to be in the middle. There's this new generation that is just coming up, and also there's another class up there. You are like the bridge. Tell me, how imperative, or how are you considering still getting ideas from people that have gone ahead of you, and these people that are just coming up?
That's what I'm saying. I take advantage of being versatile, and so in my being versatile, I learn from the younger ones and try to embrace them. I actually like dancing a whole lot. So if somebody does raga, rumba, or R&B, and whatever they are doing, I want to just be a part of it. So this thing of being the bridge is very much in me, and being the pastor that I am, I love to embrace all spheres that I can. So I'm working towards that, and that's what I'm saying. I hope to do better from here on. Why? Because I'm also in a place where it's easy for me to access the people that I've always wanted to have. But of course, the generation under me is growing very fast. And we have we're very creative young ones coming up. So sometimes you want the whole world within you or with you, but we'll see what we can do. And I intend to do a whole lot. Expand and grow the music and grow Tiko. I think bigger than where I am right now.
2 years from now, where are you foreseeing yourself?
I see myself going places, and we are planning a tour in the country, not so long from now. Of course, I think I've been laid back in terms of investing in our own nation, but I intend to do that. So 2 years from now, I guess I would have done a whole lot more. Probably will be at 6 or 7 albums, hopefully.
Okay.
So
that'll be great.
A lot of people are like, you've only done 4. Yeah, but I guess I would step up a bit. Of course, I had my own belief. I didn't want to do albums that would block the other.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I wanted them to really get fed and really get. People should have gotten tired of it before I released another one. But I want to step up a bit faster because I realize there's a whole lot of places that I've never been to that I need to touch. But I thank God that late last year I went to Kasama. Of course, through our Lion of Judah branch there, I still had time to minister to the people. And you should have seen the Kasama. It was embarrassing actually to see how the Kasama people had never seen this Tiko that sang the Chikangabwe, that they know very well. But I really love their warm reception and their welcome, and just the way they worked with me, even over the new album songs that I sang with them. They were very open because I think it's Bemba.
All right.
So they really quickly connected to what I was doing, and that's what I really appreciate.
With the international trips that you've made, should we expect some international collabos?
I hope to do that. There are people that I've appreciated from way back, but as I say, there are people that are coming on the block that are doing very well. So I hope that quickly I can get hold of them, and I really would love to do that because I don't want to end at Tiko. Tiko is not the name here. It's the ministry that we're talking about, and I would want to embrace the ministries that I've seen around to try and work with. How I would love to work with Benjamin Dube. It would really be nice.
My goodness, time always flies. I want you to look in the camera. You told me you're Tumbuka.
Okay. Yes.
I want you to look in the camera and just say a prayer.
I will not say it in Tumbuka. I hope you're not asking me to say it in Tumbuka.
I'm in charge. I want you to say a prayer for people that could, have just started probably this journey of, being a musician, a gospel artist. They are struggling here and there. Other people have gone maybe halfway. They're planning to back out and stuff like that. Just want you to pray for them.
Okay.
But in Nyanja, not Tumbuka.
No, I will not manage.
Why?
If you ask me to pray in Bemba, I will.
Not
I'm
Bemba.
a Kopala person.
No, nothing like Kopala here.
My Nyanja is so bad. So I'm not very good at.
Okay, you do really Tonga then.
I can't. I won't.
You do Lozi.
Oh, please.
Other than Bemba, which other native language?
I'm not very good at languages. That I will very much lie. The only Bemba I speak is a Copper Belt Bemba. And at least that one I can say, okay, let me try. Or if you find me speaking English in between, it's the way I was brought up. But
there's still room for you to.
That's what I'm saying. I'm very bad with that. I lived in Livingston for.
I don't like it when you confess negatively.
No.
You can't say you're bad at that.
No, maybe I'm being realistic. I lived in Livingston 18
No,
years.
you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you.
No, I can't. Yeah, but I do try.
All right. Who am I to crucify you here?
Please don't crucify me. That pepe mkwae. Mwele satata tuatotela pali nonshita. Tuatotela la mcheni chene mo tuachiba. Lero tuachilala ndeli ashiri apusana. Pali nena pali ba minister cage. Lelo tualumbe shinali yenu, tuamitotela, tuamishinshimuna. Pantu imomuli bakulu. Nefe mwachita mweho yesu nikumaka yenu. Inshita ino tuapepela kovala abale chita music mweshikulu abakemba abale kula mcheni chenu tuleti mwelesa bebukisheni bakusheni mcheni chenu muchebo chenu na muli music muli bukemba bwabo mwishina kwa Yesu Kristo twabapepela twabaleta na panka sashenu ukutila mwinga bakosha mwinga ba pela na my ideas mwishina ya kwa Yesu Kristo twatotela twapepa fionsefi. Amen.
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 That was awesome. That was powerful.
At least.
Tell me, have you ever done a song in Nyanja?
No, I have never.
Tumbuka?
Tumbuka, no.
Other than Bemba, which other language have you ever?
No, not at all. It's only Kumisanga, which has
you need
just
to wake up. You need to wake up.
Oh, okay.
The next song.
Here's an Easterner saying,
exactly.
I need to wake up.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That was, your celebrity segment with your brother, Mr. Cage. I'm so honored and excited to have the woman of God right here, Pst Tiko, sharing her life with us. what more? We'll see you when you see us. Make sure to follow us on YouTube. Just search for Mr. Cage. We are also on Facebook. Just check, Faith Avenue with Mr. Cage as well, and QTV. Until then, experience home.